I'm a little terrified. This is Wi-Fi FPV. I don't know how this will go. Whoa, whoa. Oh, see, I heard it bounce way before I saw it. Hello, drone racers. This is the AirHogs FPV racing drones, the DR1 racing drone. It's apparently an official partner of DR1, which is kind of interesting. So AirHog / Spin Master has created what's supposed to be their first real FPV racing drone. You can see it's obviously a tiny whoop form factor, which is a really good idea for them. So this is not what I would normally review on the channel. This is a glorified toy, but I'm gonna keep an open mind and we're gonna see how it goes, because this is gonna be purchased by a ton of people, at least in the United States, because it's available pretty much everywhere, and because I think the expectations for people will be they'll be able to buy this and then race like they do on ESPN's DRL, which is a different league, ironically, but that's what people are going to want. So we're going to find out. So the box is broken into several components. We have an extra set of props, which are nice. A USB charger that looks exactly like we would expect. Don't recognize that connector though. The radio is actually connected with a pair of twisty ties. These must be the goggles. Let's take a look at the goggles. So the goggles are actually my biggest concern for this. Not because of the goggles themselves, but because this is how they work. Your phone goes here, and this connects to your phone. There is a nice Fresnel lens in here. This means it's going to be Wi-Fi FPV, which I've never had a really good experience with. There's never been enough. So we'll see how this goes. The problem with Wi-Fi FPV is the latency. If they've found a way to get rid of the latency, this could be great, but it's going to be really hard to do because nobody else has been able to do it. Again, I'm keeping an open mind. They do look cool though. They look pretty comfortable. Okay, close look at the controller first. We have beginner mode and advanced mode. I kind of like that it's really easy to switch back and forth, but you're clear which side you're on. Some of the others, you press a button and listen to tones, and that should work really well. This is a launch button for beginner mode, so I don't think it really has altitude hold. Be kind of interesting to see how that works, because this is not spring loaded. Advanced mode, you just take off like we are used to. There is a stunt button, so people can do their flips and rolls, because people will want to do that and they want it to be automatic. It does have trim, and other than that, this is mode 2. I don't know if there is a mode 1 option available, but this is definitely mode 2. One other thing about the control, there are some actual knobs on here that it looks like you can remove these sticks probably. Yes, and then you can put the short knobs on them, so if you don't want these taller sticks, you can replace those, but honestly, normally these sticks are what I would put on, so I like these nice long sticks. Those are probably an upgrade over what a lot of the others come with. Also in the bag, we have the charger. You notice this does not use any type of standard connector. We'll get to that in a second. And then a prop puller, which is nice. And the drone itself. This is a larger drone, and the first thing I noticed right off the bat was the large motors. These appear to be 7mm motors, and they are really long. So these are about equivalent of the King Kong Tiny 7, which is a really nice drone. It's a very large form factor. Using my table, it's about 3.5, a little over that inches from center to center prop. I just asked Siri and she said this is probably a 90mm drone, which makes sense. It's definitely bigger than a tiny whoop. So it's a tiny whoop with 7mm motors and probably 90mm-ish distance. So the battery is not removable, which is probably one of the biggest downsides I see right away. There we go, the power cord will just plug in here. So, yuck. There's no extra batteries for this. If you go racing, that's probably just not going to work at all. That's the biggest downside right off the bat. The camera, I don't know how many TVL it is. I didn't happen to see it, but it does have a adjustable lens, which is kind of nice. So when you're just learning, you want to be nice and level, that's great. But when you learn and you want to race, it'll angle up, and that's not a bad angle. That's actually a pretty quick angle, so I'm expecting this to be pretty quick. The question's going to be if the FPV can keep up. 3-bedded props, they're pretty aggressive, so we'll see how these work. That may be one where we can make an adjustment if we need to. And then this uses an app, so I'm going to get this charged, and then we'll take a look at the app. I've gotten a little bit of a charge into the battery, so we can see how things work here now. The drone is powered on. It is connected to the controller. So it gives a nice set of instructions here as you go. You're about to enter the cockpit and see what the drone sees. Swipe left and right to see different cockpit views. That's really cool. I hate that it blocks my line of sight, but it's really cool. push the camera button to enter mixed video mode, which uses your phone's camera view. Interesting. So let's turn that on. So now that it's in the okay, that's kind of neat. I don't have the goggles on right now. When you're ready to fly, press the camera button on your controller. So that's actually really cool. You've got the goggles on. You can see out of the camera view. Here you go. You can look around. And now I'm ready to fly FPV. I push the button again. Oh, there we go. And to see what's going on around you, how do I switch back? Oh, there we go. So looks like your record button is out of sync. Push the record button on your controller to reset it and proceed. All right. So once we press that again, there we go. Okay, so the right button, here we go. I guess I can show you here. The right button, you press that to switch back and forth. That's actually really, really cool. I like that a lot. So let's swap the views. There we go. It must not be a widescreen, so you're not losing much of a view. It's 4:3, which makes sense. Different views, different. Wait, it's locked. Do I have to unlock these somehow? Okay, I don't need that. So now I'm in basic control. Okay. Hey, there we go. Oh man, there was a terrible latency there. Okay, so here's what we're going to check first, just because I can switch back and forth. Oh, this is really cool. So I can show you the difference here. In the lower right-hand corner is the video from the phone, and here's me actually moving it. You can see both at the same time. Oh my gosh, look at that latency. Oh, it's getting better. Oh, geez, that's so delayed. And it's just the nature of Wi-Fi. That's just how it works. You're just not going to be able to race this around at full speed. Now, this is really cool that they do this. I really, really like that a lot. But now what I need to do is, let's check the question mark. Help. I don't need help. If I go to home, what does home do? Home tutorials, and I think it has it shows you the controls and the awards. Edit and share your videos right in here. Okay, and more tutorials. You're not connected to the internet. Well, yeah, that's because I'm connected to the device. So here I go back into fly, and there we go. Okay, so now what I need to do first is I'm going to charge up the battery all the way. How do I get rid of that? Are you going to make me do this every time? Okay. What I'm going to do is charge up the battery all the way, and we're going to do the first test, which is how long will it fly? Everybody wants to know, oh, well, how long will it fly? So we're going to test that first, which we always do with all the indoor tiny whoops. All right, we're ready to test FPV. I'm going to turn on the drone, turn on the radio. They should connect to one another. The light's turned off, so now we're in Wi-Fi here, and we should have a Wi-Fi connection that hopefully shows up again. There it is. It took a while. So we'll choose that, get connected to it, get a DHCP address from there. There we go. We launch the app, and continue to connect. That looks good. I'm still in this race view. I really like this, though. So again, this is really cool. So here we can go, and we're recording. Hopefully we get all of this. I'm going to put this in the case. It's going to be a little bit crooked simply because to get my microphone in place here too, I can't have it quite in the middle. We'll do it as well as we can. So that's connected now, and I can still see. That is really, really cool. So I'll put the goggles on now. I'll say the view is not outstanding. So there we go. Okay, this is wild. I just kind of want to walk around the house like this with a delay view. There's not a lot of delay here now. So I'll press that button again. With the Fresnel lens, I don't have my glasses on, and it's really strong, so hopefully it works out well for everyone. Let's see, switch this back. This is really handy for recording. So I'm going to go to beginner, that's advanced, and that's beginner. So beginner, it should be off a little bit, so I'll press this button again to switch the view back. that is, I'm just sold on that view. So here we go. I'm going to press the auto takeoff button. Okay. So now it will hold this altitude, theoretically. I'm a little terrified. This is Wi-Fi FPV. I don't know how this will go. Whoa, whoa. Oh, see, I heard it bounce way before I saw it. So we're going to go slow. Now, the beginner view is okay, except I'm going up. Oh, look, how did it know? It's going up, and I don't want it to go up. So outside, this could be a problem, but I'm not using the altitude throttle at all. I am simply controlling on beginner mode. So I will admit this part is also pretty cool. So this is a flat camera view. I don't have any angle to it. Go down, go down. So here's the problem. I'm stuck and I can't tell it to go down. I can tell it to go. Oh, weird. Okay, so I push up and it actually goes down. What? I'm confused. Let's go fix it. Oh wait, here, let's do this. I'm gonna push my button and we're gonna walk over and fix it. I've not taken off the goggles. I have this black and white view of the world. There it is. It's like being in virtual reality in reality. Okay, it worked though. It's just a little bit of a latency. You can see my kids have their toys all over the place. So let's try the advanced mode. I don't think the light is flashing. Everything's in black and white. So we're going to try advanced mode. So there are 2 beeps to go into advanced mode. Oh wait, I forgot to switch my view back. Actually, I want to try the altitude thing in beginner mode again. So I'm back in beginner mode. Switch my view back. Actually, let's keep it in this view. Take off automatically. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I still have the goggles on. This is wild. So if I go give it throttle, it does go up, and then hit, and then oh, I'm so confused. I don't know what this. Let's see. Okay. So it does. I can control the throttle in beginner mode. It's just a little more basic. So let's go and land and switch now to advanced view. 2 beeps. Switch my view so I'm in FPV mode. That's not, you know, it's better. Well, I think. I don't really know where it is. Oh, okay. So I heard crash, 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 and then wait, and then I saw crash, crash, crash. Like that didn't work at all. So it's your typical FPV mode. Should have had the kids clean up before we switch this. Hey, there's Jello in your video, but that's my face cams. Where is it here? Somewhere? Nope, that's not it. It says tape measure. Where'd it go? Okay, so if I'm not sure where it is. Oh, yeah, it's in the kitchen. If nothing else, it's pretty cool. So if I want to fly it, here we go. That's the best way to move. Oh, except I can't walk. There is a delay. I walked right in the pool table. Whoa! Dangerous. Don't kids, don't try this at home. So where are we here? Here it is. So this is what the goggles look like. They're actually not too bad. I'm used to these big kind of goggles, but if I just talk and we'll see, yeah, there's just so much latency. We're gonna try one more. I don't think my light is flashing yet, right? Nope, no light, flashing light. So we're gonna adjust the camera angle and try more of a race mode. Let's see. So there's flat and there's angle. There's so much delay. That's the killer problem with this. It's a good angle. It's just, there's just so, hello. There's just so much latency because it's Wi-Fi. That's the problem. The whole design is really cool. Overall, what it does is really neat. But it's Wi-Fi, and it just doesn't work. And if kids get this and learn, oh, that's what FPV is like, it's just, I like everything else about it. If they had some way to combine this into 5.8 gigahertz real FPV, or even if it was 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, I've seen much better responses off there. But to race around the house, like, I'm sorry, Johnny FPV, you're not gonna take this to your races. It's just not. So much delay. So much delay. Now I have an iPhone. Whoa, not that way. Not that way. Yeah, nope. It just doesn't work. Sorry. Final thoughts. The AirHogs DR1 FPV Racer is pretty much exactly what I expected. A couple things are really cool. Being able to click a button and switch your view, that's really cool. The huge issue is the FPV is through Wi-Fi, and no one has figured out how to do that without the latency. I don't think it's possible, honestly. Using your phone, you just can't race this. You just can't do it. It's just not possible. I'm sorry. If you had a huge open area, maybe, but then you'd be going even faster and like, oh, I gotta make, oh, I'm way past my turn before you even see it. It just doesn't work. And the fact that you can't change batteries, if it worked, that would be the next big drawback, not being able to replace the battery, having to wait and charge it. So this is probably going to go in the giveaway pile. I'm sorry, it's just not good enough. I will probably never fly it again. As cool as the view using your camera is and being able to walk around like that, that is a nice touch. It seemed fast. It actually did seem fast. If there was some way to make this 5.8 gigahertz analog, so AirHogs, spend another $30 or so and give us real FPV. If this was $130 but had real goggles and used analog video, this would be amazing. If you could find out some way to incorporate OSD from this the same way it does on here, that would be amazing. So you're close. Like, the design is good. Just Wi-Fi FPV, not gonna cut it. Not even close. If you found this useful, leave a like down below and comment if you think AirHog should give this another try with real FPV for a little extra money. If it was double the price of the E013, they would still sell a crap ton of them because it's available in Target. Now, they probably won't, because then you run into FCC laws. Technically, if they sold that and people started using it at home, it would be against the law. So in hindsight, they probably won't do that, but if you think they should figure out a way to do it, they could FCC certify it as long as you don't allow any changes. It wouldn't be great, but they could do it. It'd be possible, and it would be usable, unlike this. Make sure you subscribe so you see all the future content on the channel. We do a lot of tiny whoops, especially with winter right around the corner. There'll be even more coming up soon. There's also a link down there for my current giveaway. I do a giveaway every month, and there's always something interesting. Sometimes it's a high-end racer, sometimes it's a kit like this, which this will probably be my November giveaway. My October's already lined up, but in a November giveaway, hey, right before Christmas, maybe we advertise this and show people what they can get for free right before Christmas, and then say, I'm sorry, you shouldn't fly it, but whatever. Until next time, remember, Wi-Fi FPV has never been and will probably never be any good.